Konnichiwa, minasan. Hope everybody is well and you are tuned in to another episode of live Clow card readings. Now, as usual, we will do my fortune telling and then we will open up for discussion, which I think is a good way to do the show. So, if you would like your fortune told, all you have to do is comment gender, zodiac sign, and if you would like a reading for romance, career, or general future. General future is 10 cards, career and romance is 5. So I apologize for the delay. I had actually been fighting a really nasty cold up until recently, but I'm finally feeling better enough that I decided I shouldn't delay it anymore and we should get into the show. So here we are back. We have a lot of things to discuss. I might even play a little saxophone today. Somebody had requested a tour of the room before. That would be very difficult to do on my laptop. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I apologize. But as usual, please like, share, and subscribe, and check the description to find out what bonuses you can qualify for by donating to PayPal or by buying the albums. And there is a playlist of every song that has been released up till date, including the new album Timebreaker, which features the single Boku mo Aishiteru Yo. And that, of course, has become my biggest hit with over 5,100 views, which is amazing. Like, I'm still amazed by that, and it keeps climbing. So keep that song going. Let's go to 10,000 views next, everybody. Anyways, we will get into it and tell my fortune, and then we will open up for discussion. I do apologize that we're doing this earlier than normal. It just actually feels easier to do it normal because since I've become a member of Rishoku Sakai Buddhism, my mentor James tends to call me about 7:30 to 8:30 and 9ish sometimes. So it's just easier to do it earlier before I have the calls. As for my day, I recorded 3 new songs. I played a little bit of Dark Cloud, did my Japanese lessons, and here we are again. I also received some awesome Yu-Gi-Oh sleeves in the mail for hopefully when I will get more cards, and I am hoping to start a dueling league. Sort of like if I could get enough people locally to actually play cards with me, I have enough customized decks that there would be enough for 8 to 16 people, and then everybody could actually get a chance to play, which I think would be great. Anyways, without further delay, let's start the reading. So, first we will do romance, career, and then general future. So, oh, great Clow cards of Kuro Rido, using the power of the sun, the moon, and the stars, revealed to me a message regarding my romantic situation, which I already know has blossomed and flourished beyond what I would have thought once. Release. The windy, the silent, the rain, the thunder, and the move. All right, so based on this, we have the windy card, which indicates that the winds of change have risen and come about, which actually I do have a new girlfriend named Yuki-chan, who is this wonderful music therapist and a Japanese woman living in Hokkaido. She's very sweet and beautiful. She's older, but gorgeous still. She's actually around Hitomi Shimatani's age, ironically, and she could sing really good, play piano, as well as trombone and saxophone a little. So she's definitely a girl right up my alley to make a good partner. So next we have the silent card, which indicates that there might actually be times of silence, which could definitely be indicated by the time zone difference. And sometimes those moments of silence can actually be a good thing because we all need time for ourselves. Next, we have the rain, which indicates that things are going to start pouring out in abundance regarding my romantic situation. That every season needs both sunshine and rain, but this is a good season for rain. We have the Thunder card next, which indicates that everything is very charged up lately, very heightened. I'm sort of on my toes, really going full forward with this romantic relationship that's blossoming. And we have the Move card, which indicates I am making moves, she is making moves, and in the future, because I plan to go back to Japan again, there will be movement towards her, towards Japan, which is a good thing. So that's the romance reading. Now we will get into career and then general future. All right. Oh, great Clow cards of Kurorido, using the power of the sun, the moon, and the stars, reveal to me a message regarding my career situation currently. Release. We have the mist, the hope, the freeze, the sakura, and the power card. So these are very interesting cards to get for career. So with the mist, it indicates that things have been a little hazy. They've led to confusion in one way or another, which is absolutely true. It also indicates that the mist will slowly, dissolve obstacles that appear to be in my way. Next, we have the hope, which applies to the situation that even though the situation, by the way, mist and hope, just in case I didn't show them, I forgot. But yeah, the hope indicates basically that there is a hope for bigger and better things to come. That although I might not have reached the peaks of success that I would have ideally wanted with my career, there is the hope for greater and bigger and better things to come in the future, which could be due to the fact that I'm experimenting, that I'm still pushing forward. I've almost made like 8, 9 albums just sitting there, roughly mixed, not mastered yet, which I will start to release later this year and quite a few next year. So lots more Super Kami Guru Alucard music to come. Next, we have the freeze card, which could be indicating that right now things are kind of frozen. They're not really moving as much, with the mastering details being put on hold because I'm saving up to have like enough money to pay for a month of unlimited masters and just master them all at once I have everything roughly mixed that I intend to for these next 9 albums. That could be part of what it's meaning, but eventually the ice will thaw with time in that direction. The Sakura card indicates that I'm still choosing to be my own hero, that there may be challenges, there may be changes of plans, but I still have to be strong, tap into my inner light and magic, and keep moving forward towards my dreams. If one door closes, another opens. And I have to be that character to use my best judgment to appreciate all the open doors of opportunities that are coming my way. Lastly, we have the power card, which means I feel empowered, I feel supercharged, as the Thunder card was indicating, with a lot of things lately, very passionate. And with the career, it's no different because I feel really powered up, that I've just been on a roll lately, making song after song, making multiple songs in a day. Sometimes I've even made as many as 10 songs in a day. So I'm working towards the goal of making 500 albums and landing in the Guinness Book of World Records of having the most recorded albums of all time. So with that, I feel a sense of power that I'm in control of my destiny. Next, we will do general future, which I haven't done this in a while. So it's exciting to even tell my own fortune and see what the cards will give me as far as a message. Oh, great Clow cards of Kurorido, using the power of the sun, the moon, and the stars, revealed to me a message for my general future, which will guide me in all directions to come. Release. We're going to put the other 5 face down this time and only start with the first 5. Then we will flip them over when the time comes. So I won't know exactly what the next part of the message is until we read the first 5 aloud. So first we have the fight card, which indicates fighting for what I want, fighting for what I love, fighting for what I believe in, all these things. And being very strong and courageous in all manners of my life. As of recently, I feel as though that has been very true. Next, we have the snow card, which indicates that there is many things which would be light as snow. Sometimes when snow piles up, it's difficult to move through, but if it's just floating in the air and dropping slowly, it's very light, it's easy to move through. Plus, it could indicate, especially with my latest romance, Yuki, her skin is very pale, almost like snow, which is kind of light, kind of nice. So that could be a factor in that card drawing up too. What I get from the idea of this, though, the energy I'm picking up on the snow being here today is that there will be something really fun and exciting to do with snow in the future to come, which could be that I was planning to go skiing when I go back to Japan next year. Next, we have the twin, which, me being a Gemini, that card kind of speaks so many things in itself. It means duality, a symbol of inner conflict. It also could mean that both sides of myself are now working in harmony lately, with the fight and the snow being present. And then, because that's the twin, next we have the bubbles card, which indicates being very bubbly, being very friendly, meeting new people, new experiences popping up, many things of that nature. And lastly, we have the cloud, which indicates the future being a little cloudy and uncertain, but also being in a place where I'm very light and carefree about the future to come. So that is the first 5. Let's see more details and more clarity with these next 5 cards. So let's reveal the sword, flower, the walk, the fly, and the maze. So first we have the sword card, which indicates strength, really taking the bull by the horns, taking life by the sword and charging in, really going for what I want. The flower indicates a time of harvest, blossoming, new great things are about to flower and show up in my life, which I've seen that very much so lately. Then we have the lock card, being focused, locking things down, being very fixated and certain and concentrating on what means most to me. Then we have the fly card, which indicates travel, movement, rising to new heights, which, as I've gone to Japan recently and I plan to go back, could be a sign of that. And lastly, we have the maze card, which means there is many paths I could go from here. So I am best to choose wisely, but also I will find my way out of this maze as long as I trust my intuition and my inner guidance. Especially being a Risho Kosakai Buddhist, we are taught that everything is interconnected, that we have to trust ourselves, be kind to others as we would want done unto us, and through each other's wisdom, only then can we hope to reach enlightenment and the truth that we seek. So that is the readings for today. Of course, if there was anybody else watching, I would say if you would like a reading, please comment gender, zodiac sign, and if you would like a reading for romance, career, or general future. But since there is nobody on at the moment, we will just get right into the discussion. So, we had so many things I wanted to talk about. I just want to figure out where is best to start first. Okay, so we'll start with music. So we released Timebreaker, and I have recorded two volumes of SKGA Goes to Japan. One will be called SKGA Goes to Japan. The second will be called SKGA Goes Back to Japan. Then I have finished recording the three Dark Cloud volumes: Dark Cloud Volume 1, Dark Cloud Volume 2, Dark Cloud Volume 3, another album called the Jazz and Blues album, an album called I'm Afraid of Canadians, and I'm working on an album called Return of Super Kami Guru Alucard. There is also a Point to Prove, which will drop December 1st this year, sorry. And yeah, so many new things. Now, as far as the updates, I'm still waiting to get that song back from the producer, Daybreak. But that song with Reiko will be on the third volume of Dark Cloud Volume 3 in that series. And then the song I'm going to do with my Buddhist mentor, James, will be on SKGA Goes Back to Japan. But SKGA Goes to Japan is pretty much completed. So with that said, that might actually drop as soon as October, hopefully, maybe even September. And then I could drop one September, one October, and one November, which would probably be SKGA Goes to Japan, Dark Cloud Volume 1, and then I'm Afraid of Canadians. And then the other albums will probably follow sometime the following year. So many new things, many new experiences. I finally got in touch with Keith Murray. So if he does record his audio for giving me motivational encouragement and a speech, I will use those in a later album as well. So we will have the great hip hop legend Keith Murray probably appearing on a later album. It might even be Return of Super Kami Guru Alucard. Fingers crossed. So next, we will get into the discussion about my new girlfriend, Yuki-chan, a very beautiful music therapist who lives in Hokkaido. She actually has had video calls with me that lasted from 3 to 4 to 5 hours. So we've really been connecting, talking a lot. She says she feels very relaxed with me. She likes that I accept her. She was actually married before to a husband who died, and then a second husband who was abusive, and then he ended up leaving her and cheating on her for a younger woman. So she was very hesitant to be with me. She doesn't want kids, but she likes how much I accept and understand her. Now, she smokes, same as me. She drinks, and she was self-conscious about her teeth, which I am too, if any of you know this about me. So that was common ground, which we could all relate to on a very compassionate level, but that was great. And I'm sure as many people know too, I have become a Risho Kosakai Buddhist. I have mentor calls with my great mentor, James Son, almost every couple days, which is great. He's been a great support. He understands all my wonderful stories. I'd also like to tell all of you to check out a wonderful song called Birdhouse in Your Soul by They Might Be Giants. And I will actually do a cover of that song on I'm Afraid of Canadians when that album is released. By the way, that song was actually inspired by the David Bowie song, I'm Afraid of Americans. Now, because I've gone through abuse of many different varieties here in Canada, I'm kind of afraid of Canadians. Like, they seem to think that my disability's gotten better, but after being raped by that fat, stinky Amy bitch, like, just being blunt, my disorders actually got worse to the point I'm afraid to interact and deal with Canadian people now, men or women. Used to just be men because I was abused by my stepbrother. Now I'm actually terrified of women too here. Don't want women here. Don't even want to communicate with them. So my disorders have definitely gotten worse. I need to talk to my doctor and mental health professionals and hope that they can get me some more help and really see that, okay, I am not really the best mentally in my condition. Also, rest in peace to my grandfather. I found out he left me something in his will, so I'm waiting to see how that turns out. But I miss him, and I would trade whatever money he gave me just to have had one more conversation with him because he was excited that I was going to Japan. I had sent him pictures. Unfortunately, he didn't live long enough to see them, and I wish we could have talked about it. So yeah, many things on the horizon. Now with going back to Japan, I'm very excited about that because there's many other places I would like to explore when I'm there. I would love to go to Hiroshima if possible, and I would love to definitely go to Hokkaido, especially Sapporo, because that's where Yuki-chan is. And I've been replaying Dark Cloud 1 again because my memory card crapped out and basically I lost all my progress, so I've had to start all over again. But of course, I've already got Ruby. I'm working towards getting on Gaga and I'm killing it. Now, with my Yu Gi Oh plans, this is the big thing I wanted to save for last because there's a lot to discuss. Now, I have many cards. As of now, I have over 400 cards. I purchased 2,500 other cards, which are the classic variety. Basically, most of these cards would go up right to the end of the original season 5 of Yu-Gi-Oh, ending with the final duel with Bakura. I like playing with a Bakura style deck, so in these tournaments or this dueling club, I would probably use the Bakura style deck, which I'm still shuffling around, making sure I get all the right cards. However, anybody who lives in the Hamilton area and would be interested in joining this dueling club, I would have all the necessary materials for you to participate. And I would like to hold tournaments once a month. You would basically um, offer $10 to participate, and the winner would get $50 as a prize. So, we could use that money, like $20 of that will go to me just to keep everything going since I'm running it, and then $50 if you win the whole tournament. So it's pretty worth it. And plus, donate to a good cause, have some fun, and you would be able to play decks from all the legendary original characters of the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, such as Yugi himself, Seto Kaiba, Joey Wheeler, Pegasus, Merrick, Odeon, and Shadi. And of course, I will be playing as Bakura. So basically, eventually, if I can get this all sorted out and have 16 decks, you would even be able to play as such characters like Mako Tsunami, Weevil Underwood, Rex Raptor, and many others, just to bring back all the classic duelists from the original show that we love. By the way, huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out. Now, there's been a lot of women who have shown me interest lately, but they're not quite my type, such as people like Nicole and other women. So I just haven't been feeling it, but I'm glad that I met Yuki because it seems like all the stars align in regards to that relationship, which is very good. I apologize for the dog barking. I think my parents have gotten home and they're making a lot of noise, so that's why the dog's barking. But anyways, yeah, if anybody is interested, definitely please comment on this video and let me know some information about you. Best way to stay in contact with me would be to comment your email address, and then I could give you more of the information about where the games will be held, when we're starting, how many spots are available in this dueling club for this tournament league, and of course, we don't want any outside new cards because all this Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and GX and Zexal just isn't my thing. In fact, all the popularity of Yu-Gi-Oh! Died once they started introducing that stuff into it. They overcomplicated it. People lost interest. So we're going to stick to the original 5 seasons of the classic anime arc. That's the kind of cards we'll be playing. I will have them set out. Now, if there is certain cards that don't break the 6-card rule I'm trying to implement in these tournaments, which is there will only be 4 types of monsters and magic and traps. Basically, there will be normal, effect, ritual, and fusion. Only those. The Egyptian god cards and the Exodius would account as effect monsters. So don't worry about those. Those would be allowed. There actually will be decks that will have those in them. And then, of course, magic and traps, they're timeless, so don't have to worry about those. And that's pretty much how we're going to keep it simple, because of all the people I have played with that I know like playing with me, they understand the 6-card original style a lot more than after they added links, synchros, pendulums, and XYZs, which I don't even begin to want to understand. So we're leaving that stuff out. But anyways, yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So definitely let me know if any of you are interested in the comments, and we'll see if we can get you into the dueling club. Now, with that said, that's pretty much most of the major stuff I did want to discuss today. But I'm definitely going to try and do the Clow card readings at least once a week. We're going to go back to Tuesdays, but maybe we'll try earlier from now on, such as 5:30. I'm thinking that's a better time to do it. And of course, 555 right now, so make a wish. I already have my wish in my heart. But yeah, and basically, like, I really like doing this show. I appreciate anybody who does come on and check it out. And of course, I've made some really wonderful friends along the way. When I went to Japan, it was a great experience. So I'm definitely looking forward to going back next year. And of course, with all the updates regarding future albums to come, I definitely hope everybody will be excited for those. Now, we have 4 minutes before we will close. So I'm going to jam out with a little saxophone and serenade y'all before we get to the end of the program. Actually, I will jam out with some, and then I will quickly show everybody how much my amazing Hitomi Shimatani collection has grown since the last time we talked about it. I just made that up on the spot. That's what jazz instrumentalists do a lot of the time. We improvise. So, yeah, let's get into the Hitomi Shimatani collection. Which is something I'm very proud of. I'm sure many people could understand that at this point. So, all right, we'll start off with this because this might confuse a lot of people. They might not understand why. But these were tassels from when they were shooting them off, the little where those things fly out. They were from the concert. So Haruna actually grabbed a whole bunch of those, and we saved those as a souvenir. I thought I had the ticket in there. I guess I don't. I'll get it out of here. Course. I have the other ticket as well, but that was a ticket from the concert, as you can see there. So that was a very good thing. I keep the pack of 7 stars in there because they were the best Japanese cigarettes. Well, they were the best cigarettes I've ever had, period. They were really nice. I like them. Both the regular and the menthols were phenomenal. Next, we have Today Somewhere in Tokyo, which, as you look here, this is a photograph, and all the different figures in it are different poses, different styles, and outfits of Hitomi Shimatani. Of course, it comes with a DVD, which I still have to watch. And it comes with this book, which has like her autograph on it and different pictures of all the different poses from it. It's wonderful. And I believe this is some sort of poster. Yeah, I should actually hang this up on the wall, although I might just keep it just to keep the, authenticity, because I already have as you can see here, the huge dragonfly poster on the wall. right there. So, and of course the collage in the background. So, huge diehard Hitomi Shimatani fan. If things didn't work out with Yuki, I'll just assume that one day I'll marry her. So, can't really lose. That's the ideal goal. I'll either get Yuki or I'll get Hitomi or I'll get somebody that's equal in that caliber. That's the goal. Next, we have this Hitomi Shimatani photography book, which has very beautiful pictures of her. We have a vinyl copy of Amairo no, autographed by her. So, very special souvenir. And we have pretty much every album ever released by her, and quite a few singles. Not all of the singles. Maybe the singles is what I should work on getting next. But I think even having all the albums is quite impressive. Plus, I have all the newer singles that didn't get released on albums. So the very first album of hers, Papiron. Then we have Shanti, the second album. Poinsettia, which was Winter Memories. That was actually the EP she released after those two. Not a full album, but an EP. Her third official album and the fourth release was Gate, Sane 3, which had Perseus on it. Huge song for her. Heart and Symphony, another great album. Followed by Remembrance plus Love Letter. Prima Rosa, which it might actually be one of my favorite albums. I would say my two favorite albums overall are Prima Rosa and Flare, because Flare had a lot of really good songs, and so did Prima Rosa. Prima Rosa, I would say, beats Flare only because it has Dragonfly on it. But at the same time, Remembrance plus Love Letter is also a really good one because it has Angelus, Jewel of Kiss, and the self-titled Remembrance plus Love Letter, as well as like Zip Zop Zimpangu and Viola and Yume Biori, the album version. So all really good albums. So yeah, but Flare and Prima Rosa are probably my two favorites. And then next we have the crossover album where she did various crossover styles of previous hits. Very good. And the 3-disc greatest hits plus a bonus DVD. Of course, that's what I started with. That has all her best songs on it. Then her most recent fully released album, like full length album, most recent release, which is Love Song, My Song for You. And we have the singles for Mystic World, which I actually watched her record part of on her vlog, which was awesome. Mystic World's a great song. I love when she did that at the concert. And then her newest releases, which is Tabi and Restart. Tabi for Travel, very great. And plus it has her beautiful Christmas song. Now, this is Misty, which was released before Love Song, My Song for You, and Brilliant, which was released before that and pretty much after Today Somewhere in Tokyo. So as you could tell, a lot of great albums, and hopefully she'll have many more to come in the future. But anyways, as you could tell, my massive Hitomi Shimatani collection has grown. And my music collection and Yu-Gi-Oh cards collection will continue to grow as well. So until next time, hope you enjoyed watching. This is Super Kami Guru Alucard. Domo arigato gozaimasu minasan. Oyasumi nasai. Matane. Peace.